Hey, this is Hunter Williams. I serve as the Awana missionary for Central and Southeast Tennessee. And like other missionaries, I spend a lot of my time connecting with leaders and helping them think through the most effective ways to make resilient child disciples. And one thing I think that leads to making resilient child disciples and doing so effectively comes down to honest evaluation. Honest evaluation. You think about good football teams. I don't know if you're a football fan or not, but there are some key elements that make really good football teams. One is that they belong to a good team. They belong to good leadership, good coaches. They belong to great co-players who are helping them strive toward the goal. They also know the game well. They believe in the fundamentals of the game and that those lead them to success. But in order for them to become the team they want to be, in order for them to reach the goal they're striving to get towards, the main thing that has to happen is that they are able to adjust and adapt their plays to the opposition that is in front of them. Because here's the thing, they could have had some plays that worked beautifully toward other teams, toward other opposition, but that doesn't necessarily mean those same plays are going to work later in time or with different teams. And so a good team is able to adjust and adapt and to evaluate and say, are the plays we're running now helping us move the ball forward to our goal with success, or are these plays making us lose yards? And I think that is so key when we think about effective child discipleship. I don't know why I'm struggling to say that. Because, kids, they can belong to a great church. They can belong to great leadership who's teaching them well, have some great group of kids in the church. They can be taught the Bible. They can believe in the fundamentals of Scripture. But in order for them to become resilient child disciples, in order for them to move forward in that ministry, we have to stop and evaluate play after play or night after night. Is what we're doing the most effective in moving them forward and having them reach that goal of becoming resilient disciples who are fruitful and live to the glory of God? We have to be willing to do that. And that's hard because we have plays, we have methods we've held on to in our ministries that, man, they worked amazingly 10, 20 years ago. But when we look at what we're facing today, the current opposition, the current climate of where we're at, we have to ask ourselves, is what we're running right now moving the ball of discipleship forward, or is it leading to us losing yards? And so I would invite you, have honest evaluation of your ministry. Have those conversations with parents and with leaders. The mission, the goal never stops. In football, you're always running to that end zone. You have that same goal. But there can be different plays, different methods to get you to that goal. And in the same way, our mission, our mission and message, it never changes. But what can change is our methods to more adequately, better, more fruitfully get our kids to where we want them to be in Jesus. So I hope that that's encouraging to you today. But again, honest evaluation can go a long way in effective child discipleship.